Hi guys, happy Monday and welcome back. If you're tuning in today, you're tuning into lesson 2 of unit 8, the tricky word unit. We did the first unit on Thursday, and then Friday I had you guys just kind of practice with the 2 tricky words that you had already learned, which were the and And so today you're going to learn 2 more tricky words and some phrases. We're going to read some phrases. And you will need your workbook. You're going to need pages 2.1. And you're going to need page 2.2. Okay? So go ahead and grab your workbook. You don't need it right this minute, but you will need it at the end. So what I thought we would do is I thought we would talk about, again, what a tricky word is. A tricky word is a word that looks like you say it one way, but it turns out you really say it a different way. Like the and okay? That's not how you would think you say those, but it is. So today we're going to practice those, and then we're going to learn 2 more new tricky words. You guys are going to be rock stars at this, okay? Okay, so we learned and the. So we're going to go through some phrases that have those words in them, and I want you to say them as quickly as you can. And then we're going to learn some phrases that have some of the new tricky words in them. Okay? Ready? So those were all phrases that have the or in them. And I bet you guys got all of those. So we learned the and previously. And those are 2 of our tricky words. The doesn't look like you'd say it that way, but you do. And And today we're going to learn 2 more tricky words. I don't like the way that was taped on there, so let me fix it real fast. There we go. Today we're going to learn these 2 tricky words, and I'm going to show them to you, and I want you to try and figure out how we say them before I tell you. Okay? So we're going to learn this tricky word. What do you think that one says? And we're going to learn this tricky word. What do you think that word says? Okay? Now, looking at this word, you probably think it says right? Because that's what those letters say. But it says all. Okay? So you're going to take your hand and put it underneath your chin and just say all. So you're actually kind of making an O sound, but it's an A letter. This is when it starts to get a little confusing. So rewind the video, go back, and try it over and over again. All. Okay? This one, if you were sounding it out the way it's spelled, you would think it said but it doesn't. It says of. So in this word, of, the F kind of makes a V sound. Okay, of. So today we're going to practice with all and of. And some of our homework is also going to include the and So now you know 4 tricky words. You know the, all, and of is what we're going to learn today. Okay? So, I'm going to show you some phrases that have our tricky words in them. And we're going to, some of them have the old tricky words, some of them have the new tricky words. Okay? So, this one has a and it has of. So knowing that that says and that says of, this says a box of pens. A box of pens. Okay? I'm going to help you with the tricky words on the next one, but I'm not going to say the other words. Okay? Really work on sounding those sounds out. So we know this is the what of what. Okay? What does that one say? I like this one. There's another, there's that tricky word. All, remember this says all. Okay, go through the video and rewind it again and practice those, okay? We're going to also review them again tomorrow on Tuesday, okay? And remember, when you're saying those sounds, they're not necessarily said the way that they look, okay? So, if you can get out worksheet 2.1 now, we're going to do some of that together. So, what it says is, it says, have students read each sentence. Circle the tricky words. Okay, so the sentence says, Max had a pet dog. So my tricky word is I'm going to circle it. And then I'm going to write the tricky word on the line. So on the back of this, there are lines provided for you to write an original sentence containing the tricky words of, the, all, or both tricky words. Okay? Let's do number 2 together. The Tots all got gifts. So we're going to circle our tricky words. We're going to circle the, and there's another tricky word in this sentence. It's all. We're going to circle all. And then we're going to write those on our lines. The, and then all over here. Okay? I want you guys to finish those 2 on your own. And then on the back, there's 2 more. And then there's lines down here at the bottom. You're going to write me your very own sentence. I want you to use at least 2 tricky words. Okay? Any 2 tricky words that you want. Either the, all, or of. Use 2 of those words, okay? So that's what you're going to do on 2.1. We're also going to read through Sam's Fish again, okay? And I want you guys to really listen for some sounds because we're going to talk about some of these sounds, okay? And how they can be different in different words. Okay, so here I have this sound, and remember it says ah. when you say it, your teeth kind of bunch up underneath your eyes. Ah, okay? And so there's some words in our story that say that sound. There's some words in our story that say this sound. Eh. Eh. Okay? We're going to run out of room here, I think. There are some words in our story that say ah. You guys see that okay? Okay. So you're going to hear words in the story that make these sounds. So, Sam and the fish. This is Sam. So Sam goes here. Sam, says right? Sam and his dad fish in a pond. So, and also says Another word that says is dad. Dad. These are all words that are in that Sam and the fish story. And it is on page 5.4 in your workbook if you want to follow along. Okay. We also hear some words with the I sound in them. We hear his, is, in, Sam's dad brings a rod. Now, rod has this sound in the middle. Rod. So some words do say the sounds that it looks like they say, but some words don't, and that's what makes reading it so tricky. So I'm going to read through Sam and the Fish, and what I want you guys to do is follow along with me, and again, it's on page 5.4, and I want you to really listen to those sounds, because there are some tricky words in Sam and the Fish, okay? And I want you to really listen for the way those different letters sound, depending on how you say them, okay? Sam and the Fish. This is Sam. Sam and his dad fish in a pond. Sam's dad brings a rod. Sam brings a net. Sam and his dad sit and sit. Then zap! Sam's dad gets a fish. The fish jumps. The fish twists and swims. Sam's dad tugs on the rod. The fish swims past Sam. Sam swings his net. Sam lifts up the net. The fish is in the net. Sam and his dad grin. So I think they're happy with their fishing trip. So we talked about what to do on 2.1. Now we're going to talk about 2.2. So today we learn the words of and all. Okay? I want you guys to practice those words by reading the words in the box right here on 2.2. Okay? So then you're going to read these sentences, and for however many tricky words there are, you're going to say them and then write them. So this one says, all of the kids munched chips. So there's 3 tricky words in that sentence. There's all, there's of, and there's the. Okay? We'll do the second one together too. Mom got Sam a gift of red pants. Red pants. Sorry, pants, not plants. So, is a tricky word, and of is a tricky word. So that's all you're going to do all the way down. So there's one left on this side. and there is some on the back, okay? So for today, you're gonna do 2.1, you're gonna do 2.2, take a picture, post it to me. Also, practice those 4 tricky words. The, of, all. Okay? The, all. Practice those, and we'll be back tomorrow. Probably learning some more tricky words. You guys are going to be tricky word experts by the end of this. Okay? Take care. Have a great day. Bye.